Good day to all of you. For me, last week again was not really good because Ukraine was under missile attack from Russia. We have more power stations damaged, and most probably will have a huge challenge with the electrical supplies in the future during winter time and sometimes maybe even summertime. This vlog aims to continue describing what's going on in the world. If it is interesting to you, you may push the thumb up and subscribe. This will help the channel to grow. Information is a weapon. You can help other people to be armed. So today I want to speak with you about the United States and the new law and its context of support to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. As I'm originally and citizen and living in Ukraine, I want to say first big, huge thanks to the US citizens for the support of Ukraine. It is incredible that you support Ukraine. Comment about it in the social media because politicians do support the other democratic countries as soon as their electorate does. So the previous and future weapons supply to the democratic countries is your choice, and I thank you very much for this. However, it is in the interest of the United States itself to support democratic countries because the United States cannot stand alone with the democracy on the planet. Let me explain you what I mean. Theoretically, they could be in that situation if they didn't support those who identify themselves as democratic countries. This support of democracy can change rapidly and dramatically to the other approach. For example, if Ukraine lost the war, other European countries, or most of them, would be more friendly to Russia. They would think, why should I rely on the United States, on the democracy, if it doesn't give a power to the country? I mean, the political field in the European Union would have changed to support and friendship with Russia. European citizens would have told Russia, you won Ukraine with all the weapons from the West, so maybe it is better to do what Russia wants from us, and they would do it. And this means that most of the countries would have started to be opposite to the United States. I do not think, frankly speaking, this could happen with Great Britain or France, but all the others may have these changes. So there will be kind of 3, 5, or 10 democratic countries, and what? On the other side, all other 250 autocratic? For some people, this may sound like nothing would happen, but we are not in the 20th century. You cannot rely on the previous experience of the United States. We are in the 21st century. This means a couple of countries will not survive in this situation, and there will be no need for nuclear weapons or Russian soldiers in the US. No, it can happen like this. Russia and China are managing the whole world except a couple of countries. Then they ask the United States to transfer back Alaska and Texas because they were conquered illegally. No evidence US paid for that to Russia. I don't know, guys, if you know this, but Alaska previously um, was a part of Russia, and it was uh, purchased by the United States. So the United States either gives back the areas or there will be sanctions against the US. So they may block the United States in the sea, and there will be no countries. They may say, this is unfair, this is our sea, let Americans go. No, Americans will need to ask for the corridors for their ships and airplanes and the goods, which means that there will be no big economy and dirty 30s can come back. Do you think it is only my fantasy? I think it is on the table of Russia and China and Iran and Venezuela and Brazil and maybe even India. So the United States needs a partnership as a fresh air, but not with the autocratic countries like India, China, or Russia, but with the countries in the European Union and to improve the United States itself. I'm asking myself all the time, why does the United States need to delegate manufacturing to China, to India, to Indonesia? Why do they want to do it all elsewhere but not in the United States itself? And the only answer I can see is that the United States is searching for the partnership this way with the other strong countries. But from my perspective, this is the wrong approach. Better to have the partnership with the democratic countries and develop them, develop the plants there, do the constructions in Ukraine, in Bulgaria, Romania, Czech Republic, Spain, and many other countries. They have salaries not much more than in China, but they are a second shoulder in the body of democracy. And because, again, United States cannot stand alone. They need a second big shoulder, and European Union is this shoulder. I think that's it for now. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to ask or subscribe to see the future. To support me, PayPal is in the description to the video. Bye and до побачення. In Ukrainian, bye-bye is до побачення, my friends. Bye-bye.